This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. This is our Sunday Sports Final, brought to you by the L2C Media Network. I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, your network, and now he's back from little stomach flu yesterday. We have a lot to do, so here's the Bax Man, Steve Bax. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hold on for a second. Let me. Oh, hi there. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there. You're as welcome as can be. MIC, well, you know the rest. How you doing? Welcome, everybody, to what we call the fun zone here. And why am I... Can we, boost me up? Thank you very much. Hi there, everybody. It is Steve the Baxman Baxley, and I welcome you with open arms and an empty belly to this edition of the Sunday Sports Final. As Harry told you, we do have a lot to do, so let's get on with it. With, of course, our baseball segment and all of our scoreboard sponsored, presented, and loved by all. By the folks at William Hill Sportsbook, who remind you to let's make it interesting, but do so responsibly. Okay. By the way, how do you like the new light we got here? Very nice. It's very very mood lifting. Whoa, hey, there you go. There we go. Nice, isn't it? Anyway, okay, enough of that. Let's get us a little. Thank you very much. I love with new stuff. Okay, let's rock and roll, folks, to our baseball scoreboard and everything. We got no auto racing today, so we're just going to do baseball, both major and minor, and give you everything you need to know, including, we got to cover it, the Olympics. Okay, first off, the Phillies defeated the Braves 2-1, 2-6-1 for Philadelphia, 1-4-0 for Atlanta. Nola gets the win for the Phillies. He's 7-6. Toussaint, he gets lost. He's 1-1, and Suarez gets his fourth save for the Phillies. The Orioles, Baltimore, almost said Boston Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles, they defeat the Washington Nationals 5-4, 5-9-0 for the Orioles, and 4-7-0 for the Nationals. Sulcer gets the win for the Orioles. He's 3-1. Hand got the loss. That's right. Hand got the loss. He's 5-4. Boston Red Sox over the New York Stankies 5-4, 5-5-0 for the Red Sox, 4-9-0 for the Stankies. Workman, you did good. He got the win. He's 1-2 for the Red Sox. For the Yanks, Loasiga got the loss. He's 7-4. Barnes gets his 21st save for the Red Sox. Let's keep going. Miami Marlins over the San Diego Padres 9-3, 9-12-1 for the Marlins, 3-5-0 for the Padres. Bender gets win. He's 2-1. Darvish gets a loss. He's 7-5. The Cardinals beat the Reds 10-6, 10-12-0 for St. Louis, 6-10-0 for Cincinnati. Helsley gets the win for St. Louis. He's 5-4. Gray gets a loss for the Reds. He's 2-6. We keep going. We got some baseball news too, by the way. Cleveland Indians, soon to be Cleveland Gladiators, defeated the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 3-2. Liners were 3-7-0 for the Indians, 2-6-0 for the Rays. Darren Chalk gets a win. He's 7-2 for the Indians. Weisler gets a loss. That wasn't so Weisler. He has a record now of 3-4, and Clase gets the save. That is his 12th for the season. New York Mets beat the Toronto Blue Jays 5-4, 5-9-0 for the Mets, 4-9-0 for the Blue Jays. Lugo gets the win for the Mets. He's 3-1. Barnes gets the loss for the Blue Jays. He's 1-2, and Diaz gets his 21st save. Ooh, yes. Royals, Kansas City swept the Tigers 6-1, the final score. 6-8-0 for the Royals, 1-8-0 for Tigers. Lynch gets the win for the Royals. He's 1-2, and Screwball was more like a screwball. He gets the loss. He's 6-9. And there we go with more. Los Angeles Angels over the Minnesota Twins 6-2, 6-9-1 for the Angels, 2-4-0 for the Twins. Barria gets the win for the Angels. He's 1-0. Columba gets the loss for the Twins. He's 1-1. Astros over the Rangers 3-1, 3-4-0 for the Stros, and 1-5-0 for the Rangers. Greinke gets the win for the Astros. He's 10-3. Santana gets the loss for the Rangers. He's 0-1, and Presley gets his 18th save of the season. Chicago Cubs over the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-1, 5-6-0 for the Chi-Town Cubbies. There we go. Let's screw that on there. Good. Thank you. Yes. 5-6-0 for the Cubs, 1-7-0 for the D-backs. Williams gets the win for the Cubs. He's 4-2. Smith gets the loss for the Diamondbacks. He's 3-7. And Kimbrel, the mighty Lion, gets his 23rd save. We go back on. San Francisco Giants beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-1, 6-9-1 for the Giants, 1-5-1 for the Pirates. Wood gets the win for the Giants. He's 9-3. Brubaker gets the loss for the Pirates. He's 4-10. The defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers done in the Colorado Rockies 3-2, 3-7-0 for the Dodgers, 2-6-0 for the Rockies. Bickford gets win for the Dodgers. He's even money at 1-1. Estevez gets the loss. He's 2-2, and Kelly gets his first save of the season. Good going. Mariners beat the Athletics 4-3, 4-7-0 for Seattle, 3-7-0 for Oakland. Gonzalez gets the win for the Mariners. He's 3-5. Irvine gets the loss for the Athletics. He's 7-9. And Steckenrider gets his third save of the season for the Mariners. And we pause for a couple of seconds to remind somebody red light is on. Thank you, though. But no, we got nothing except maybe stuff in here. White Sox beat the Brewers 3-1 for the White Sox, 1-8-0 for the Brewers. Lynn gets the win at 10-3 for the White Sox, while Woodruff gets lost for the Brews. He's 7-5, 3-7-0 for the White Sox, 1-8-0 for the Brews, and that is the Major League. How about the Minor League? Well, we are going to do that right now. Oh, I love that light. So let's go to it. Let's start off, of course, at AAA. Beep, beep, beep. And everything again is final. Buffalo, Syracuse by a score of 3-2, 3-4-0 for Buffalo, 2-6-0 for Syracuse. Memphis beat Louisville 9-3, 9-14-1 for Memphis, 3-10-1 for Louisville. Rochester over Scranton Wilkes-Barre, 7-4, 7-8-0 Rochester, 4-7-0 Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Gwinnett over Norfolk, 7-1, 7-6-0 for Gwinnett, 1-7-1 for Norfolk. Lehigh Valley, a 3-0 winner over Worcester, 3-5-0 for Lehigh Valley, 0-2-1 for Worcester. Toledo over Indianapolis, 7-3, 7-7-1 for Toledo, 3-7-0 for Indianapolis. Tacoma over Sacramento, 4-0, 4-7-0 for Tacoma, 0-2-1 for Sacramento. Las Vegas over Salt Lake City, or just over Salt Lake. I don't even know if they played the city. Aha. Final score 10-6, 10-12-0 for Vegas, 6-10-0 for Salt Lake. Columbus over Iowa, 6-5, 6-6-0 for Columbus, 5-11-1 for Iowa. Dunham over Charlotte, 15-9, 15-15-0 for Durham, 9-12-0 for Charlotte. Omaha over St. Paul, 9-6, 9-9-1 for Omaha, 6-10-1 for St. Paul. Jacksonville over Nashville, 5-2, 5-9-0 for Jacksonville, 2-4-3 for Nashville. Sugarland over Oklahoma City, 10-8, 10-13-0 for Sugarland, 8-13-2 for Oklahoma City. Sacramento over Tacoma, 3-2, 3-6-0 for Sacramento, 2-4-1 for Tacoma. Albuquerque over El Paso 7-6, 7-8-0 for Albuquerque, 6-16-0 for El Paso. Round Rock in Reno, they were postponed by Reno. That's right. Let's go now to Double A from Triple A. Beep beep. And more final scores. In 10 innings, Portland defeated Harrisburg 6-5, 6-11-0 for Portland, 5-11-1 for Harrisburg. Erie over Binghamton 9-6, 9-9-1 Erie, 6-10-2 Binghamton. New Hampshire over Reading 3-1, 3-7-0 for New Hampshire, 1-4-0 for Reading. Hartford over Bowie 13-6, 13-18-1 for Hartford, 6-7-1 for Bowie. Akron, a 3-2 winner over Richmond, 3-5-0 for Akron, 2-8-1 for Richmond. Tulsa over Northwest Arkansas, 23-8, 23-18-1 for Tulsa, 8-9-1 for Northwest Arkansas or Northwest Arkansas. Birmingham over Chattanooga, 11-6, 11-13-2 for Birmingham, 6-10-0 for Chattanooga. Corpus Christi over Midland, 7-2, 7-13-0 for Corpus Christi, 2-8-0 for Midland. Biloxi over Mississippi, 4-3, 4-8-1 for Biloxi, 3-6-0 for Mississippi. Arkansas or Arkansas over Wichita, 7-5, 7-10-0 for Arkansas, 5-11-0 for Wichita. Montgomery over Pensacola, 11-4, 11-10-0 for Montgomery, 4-6-1 for Pensacola. Somerset over Altoona, 7-0, 7-10-0 for Somerset, 0-5-2 for Altoona. Springfield, Homer. Springfield 10, San Antonio 6, 10-12-2 for Springfield, 6-9-1 for San Antonio. Frisco over Amarillo, 8-1, 8-11-0 for Frisco, 1-5-1 for Amarillo. And this game was suspended at the bottom of second with Tennessee leading Rocket City 1-0. It'll be completed on August 31st. All right, let's keep going here. Go to the high A. Yes, high A. Hickory over Asheville, 2-1. Let's do that again. All right. In the first game, it was Asheville over Hickory, 9-8, 9-14-2 for Asheville, 8-9-2 for Hickory. And in the nightcap, it was Hickory over Asheville, 2-1, 2-7-0 for Hickory, 1-5-0 for Asheville. Dayton over Fort Wayne, 5-3, 5-11-1 for Dayton, 3-6-0 for Fort Wayne. Lake County over Great Lakes. The Loons lose a heartbreaker, 7-6 over Lake County, 7-12-0 for Lake County, 6-8-1 for Great Lakes. Jersey Shore over Winston-Salem, 12-8, 12-12-2 for Jersey Shore, 8-8-0 for Winston-Salem. Quad Cities over Peoria, 5-2, 5-8-0 for the Quad, 2-6-1 for Peoria. Hudson Valley over Aberdeen, 10-8, 10-6-3 for Hudson Valley, 8-14-3 Aberdeen. Wisconsin over South Bend, 3-0, 3-9-0 for Wisconsin, 0-3-1 for South Bend. Greensboro over Greenville, 8-2, 8-12-0 for Greensboro, 2-5-3 for Greenville. Beloit over Cedar Rapids, 4-0, 4-7-0 for Beloit, 0-2-0 for Cedar Rapids. Brooklyn over Wilmington, 5-4, 5-12-1 for Brooklyn, 4-11-1 for Wilmington. Everett over Vancouver, 10-1, 10-12-0 for Everett, 1-6-1 for Vancouver. West Michigan over Lansing, 3-0, 3-9-0 for West Michigan, 0-2-0 for Lansing. Bowling Green over Rome. Hello, LDG of Geeks and Joy. How's it going, my friend? How's it going? How's life treating you? Hopefully life is treating you very good. All right, let's get going here. Bowling Green over Rome, 8-6, 8-7-0 for Bowling Green, 6-11-0 for Rome. Eugene over Hillsboro, 6-5, 6-7-1 for Eugene, 5-8-0 for Hillsboro. Tri-City over Spokane, 5-4. It's a magic 5-4. 5-8-0 Tri-City, 4-7-0 Spokane. And folks, we go to the final bit of our minor league scoreboard, and that is the low A before we hit the headlines and anything else we can hit. Tweeting you out, sir. Keeping up what you do. Keep up what you do. Well, that's nice. Tweeting you out, sir. Keep up what you do. I'd try my best, sir. I'd try my best, my friend. I'd try my best. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody tweet it. Tell them that there's a show that does sports unlike any other because we prefer humor. Tampa over Clearwater. It's the first time we ever saw Clearwater. 8-3 final score, 8-7-0 for Tampa, 3-10-1 for Clearwater. Fort Myers over Daytona, 6-5, 6-8-1 for Fort Myers, 5-8-4 for Daytona. St. Lucie over Bradenton, 15-0, 15-12-0 for St. Lucie, 0-5-4 for Bradenton. Lakeland over Dunedin, and once you're done eating, what do? You do the dishes. 17-5 final score, Lakeland over Dunedin. 17-0 for Lakeland, 5-6-1 for Dunedin. Carolina beat Down East. They are the relative of Down West, Down North, and Down South. 9-4. That's no way to make a living. 9-14-1 for Carolina, 4-12-0 for Down East. Fayetteville over Kannapolis, and when Kannapolis can shit us. Hey. 2-0 for Fayetteville over Kannapolis. And for that joke. 2-5-0 for Fayetteville, 0-2-0 for Kannapolis. And I didn't know Apple's pissed. Rancho Cucamonga. You gotta love that pause. Cucamonga. Defeated Visalia, the land of onions, where more of the marriages make you cry. Cutting an onion makes you even sob. 7-5 final score, 7-10-1 for Rancho Cucamonga. 5-11-1 for Visalia. Salem over Fredericksburg, 3-0, 3-5-0 for Salem, 0-4-0 for Fredericksburg. Lynchburg over Delmarva. Boom, boom. Delmarva. Boom, boom. My heart's not on fire. Delmarva. Giddy up. Boom, ba, boom, ba, ba. Anyway, the final score was 8-3. Lynchburg, 8-13-2 for Lynchburg, 3-5-2 for Delmarva. Columbia over Augusta, 4-1. They were masters. Hey. 4-1 for Columbia, 1-5-2 for Augusta. Charleston over Myrtle Beach. Hey, Myrtle, you're a beach. What'd you say? You're a beach, Myrtle. Oh. Final score 7-0, 7-7-1 for Charleston, 0-5-1 for Myrtle Beach. San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose? My GPS got broke in a rainstorm. San Jose 11, Stockton 5, 11-11-0 for San Jose, 5-8-2 for Stockton. Modesto over Fresno. Fresno, place like home for raisins. 14-9, Modesto over Fresno, 14-8-2 for Modesto, 9-10-2 for Fresno. The Inland Empire defeated Lake Elsinore by a score of 5-0, 5-9-0 for Inland Empire. They're the cousin of the Outland Empire. And 0-6-0 for Lake Elsinore. Palm Beach and Jupiter played till they couldn't play anymore in the rain. So they suspended it at the top of the fifth, with Jupiter leading 1-0, 1-2-0 for Jupiter, 0-4-1 for Palm Beach, and that'll be completed on August 24th. And that's the baseball portion of the sports. Let's get you to some news portion since we have no basketball and we have no hockey to tell you. So let's go with the sporting report. And we do so like this. Arizona Cardinal pass rusher Chandler Jones, who goes by the nickname Chandelier Jones. And along came Chandelier Jones, and women climbed up him. Sorry. Arizona Cardinals pass rusher Chandler Jones made a statement by skipping out on mandatory minicamp last month, and it appears he wants more than just a new contract. Fowler of ESPN reported that Jones has requested a trade from the Cardinals. This shock of shocks. Fowler said that Jones has been unhappy with his contract and future with the team. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we bring the Brinks truck in a little too soon for you? Anyway, something that Jason LaCanfora, the NFL insider for CBS, has been writing about for much of the offseason. No kidding. And you just reported this. Wow. Jones, who turned 31 in February, is entering the final season of his 5-year, $82.5 million deal he signed with the Cardinals in 2017. While he just 5 games because of injury in 2020, he's been one of the NFL's most elite sack artists since being traded from the New England Patriots. Jones has recorded 61 quarterback takedowns over the past 5 seasons, almost 5 years, which is second only behind 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year Aaron Donald from 2016 to 2019. Jones has recorded 60 sacks. That's right, I said it, 60 sacks. 8 more than any other player. Now, as La Canfora noted, Jones is vastly underpaid. No kidding. What does he want? 2 Brinks trucks and half ownership in a yacht club? Even though he has been one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, his AAV of $16.5 million is tied for 14th among active pass rushers per this thing from Sports Strike. Jones was originally selected with the number 21 overall pick in the 2012 NFL Draft out of Syracuse. He is a 3-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time First Team All-Pro, and won Super Bowl 49 during his time with the Patriots. Fowler reported that the Cardinals don't want to trade Jones and expect him to report the camp this week. Well, unless they break his legs, I don't think he's going to be reporting. Boo-hoo. One more time. Boo-de-hoo. All right, let's keep the love fest going because we got some Olympics to do. Yes, we do the Olympics. It's shocking. Okay, in the NBA, guess what the Lakers are trying to do? And for those of you saying convince LeBron James he's a bad actor, you got that right. If you saw Space Jam, New Dynasty, or whatever they're calling that, new reason to ask for your money back from the ticket people. Well, with LeBron James and Anthony Davis coming back healthy, yeah, let's hope one of them does. The Los Angeles Lakers are co-favorites with the Brooklyn Nets to win the title next season. You realize if the Brooklyn Nets actually win the title, hell will break loose and free. Anyway, but even contenders are always looking for ways to make their team better, and, well, the Lakers are no exception, but there may be a little problem for the Lakers. See, the problem is the Lakers don't have any cap space this offseason, which means their options are slim and none. And Slim is about to pack his bags and go, I'll see you in Florida. I'll be retiring to the villages where you can have as much nookie as you can. Just make sure you wrap it in plastic. Even with the mid-level exception their disposal, they're simply going to be priced out of a number of players. And it's not surprising then that they're exploring the trade market. One name on their radar is Sacramento Kings guard Buddy Hield, according to the Athletic's Shams Shariana. The Lakers are pursuing a third stellar player who provides playmaking and shot creation around LeBron James and Anthony Davis, sources say. The Lakers and Kings have discussed a deal centered on guard Buddy Hield. Sources tell the Athletic Lakers forward Kyle Kuzma would be involved in a potential package, per sources. Lakers have received interest from several teams regarding Kuzma, these sources have said. Yes, indeed. Hild's contract would mean the Lakers would have to give up other players like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope because of his cap number to make this deal work. Now, as a general idea, though, It's not hard to see why the Lakers would be interested in Hild. Last season, Lakers were 24th in three-pointers attempted per game and 21st in three-point percentage. While three-point shooting isn't directly correlated with success, it isn't. Shocking. It always helps to have more serious outside threats, and Hild is one of the best in the league. He shot 39.1% from downtown last season on 10.2 attempts per game, and having him spacing the floor would make things much easier for LeBron and AD. And Hild also has enough playmaking skills that he wouldn't be limited to spot-up shooting. Now, this is just a little bitty rumor at this point, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Hild is exactly the type of player that the Lakers could use, and there have been all sorts of rumors that he, for the past few years, isn't exactly thrilled with Sacramento. Who would be? What is in Sacramento? Someone tell me? Okay, let's keep going. Well, Twitter reacted to Team USA's big loss against France. Wow. Anytime the U.S. laces it up for an international game of hoops, America is expected to take care of a little business. Which they both invented and have been the standard bearer for. But in basketball at the Tokyo Olympics, the U.S. is in trouble of not even making it to the quarterfinals. They had a humiliating loss in their opening game to France. In a game that was, I think, seen on Canadian television live and on either Peacock or NBCOlympics.com or on some streaming thing. Team USA on Sunday, their men's basketball squad was upset by France in an 83-76 loss, making it the first time the Olympic we're going to just call them pro basketball team, has lost since the 2004 semifinals and breaking its 25-game Olympic win streak. The loss comes after a coaching change for Team USA, as San Antonio Spurs head coach Greg Popovich assumed the role previously held by Duke Blue Devils head coach Mike Krzyzewski. For the U.S. France, despite their array of basketball talent, which included Kevin Durant, Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, Draymond Green, and more NBA stars, was disappointing at best and crushing at worst. Following the loss, a variety of athletes and other observers, such as Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid and NFL running back Adrian Peterson, went on a Twitter slide on the stunning loss. Said Joel Embiid, "Allez les Bleus." Don't know what that means, but it probably says, "Hey, we blew it." Adrian Peterson said, quote, we ain't even going to make it out of the group stage, are we? Shaking my head. Eddie Johnson, not surprised the U.S. had to circumvent having an AAU roster playing against season teams. Hashtag USA Basketball Legler. Team USA should feel embarrassed after a loss to France. They should. Kendrick Perkins. Greg Popovich still got his ego, I see. Somebody needs to tell him, don't ever disrespect the champ money. Making Middleton like that again. Carry the hell on. Jordan Crawford. Didn't like the choices they picked for USA team, but my eye is on Pop. But he's been getting a pass for a few years now. No kidding. Mendeliza Miambo. Team USA basketball is a mess. No shit. Kevin Durant throwing bricks up on wide open shots. It must be father time already. Yep. Will Bleeds Blue said, quote, Team USA basketball needs to wake up and find its heart or they aren't winning gold. Well, if they lose to Iran on, I think, Tuesday or Thursday, they're done. They're done. They're going home as losers. Again, Bleeds Blue said Team USA basketball needs to wake up and find its heart or they aren't wearing gold. They won't even get to the quarterfinals, my friend. Ben Green, USA basketball is a dumpster fire right now. That's right. They need a miracle like the United States women's soccer team. That miracle was Australia. They beat them 6-1, I do believe. We'll check out everything in the Olympic report. We continue. Nick Rizzi said, "Remember when USA basketball was good?" Cody Belden, pain, U.S. basketball. JJ Walker, dear Team USA basketball. The world has caught up. Ugh. Juan, on USA basketball, trade everyone. Bob Greenberg, first Olympic loss for USA basketball since 2004. Team looks terrible. I couldn't agree with you more. I saw the game and oh boy, that team. I saw the games that they lost by I don't know about 10, maybe 20 points. They looked mishmash. They looked tired. They looked old. They didn't have that spark they used to. And this loss to France, if they lose to Iran, oh my. They better just stay in Japan or defect to China. If there's any solace for the U.S. basketball teams, they still have a chance or two ahead of them to salvage their Olympics. Team USA has a chance to advance to a knockout round. Their next two games in group play will come against Iran and the Czech Republic. They better do something. It's one or both of them. Otherwise, it's done. Good luck. Let's hope they have a same miracle as the United States women's national team in soccer. Anyway, we keep going. Wow, that was fun. Okay, let's thank you, boys. Okay, in golf, they got a champ in the 3M Open, and his name, Cameron Champ. Well, it's official. It's difficult, actually, to make sense of this year's 3M Open winner, Cameron Champ. He held off a trio of Louis Oosthuizen, Charles Schwartzel, and Jonathan Vegas, all of whom finished 2 strokes behind Champ's 15 under number. It was not straightforward. Champs went to the final hole needing just a bogey for a win, and he hooked his drive on the par 5 into a spot on the course, brought double into play. 2 shots later, he had 127 yards to the pin on 18. Now distance, he's been all that far. He stood it up to 3 feet. Champ was nearly flawless on the weekend at TPC Twin Cities. A single double on Saturday was offset by 11 birdies over the last 2 days. This is the part that does not make sense. Champ, who is one of the 5 or 10 best drivers, finished 40th in driving this week. He's one of the 5 or 10 worst putters in the PGA Tour, and he finished first in putting this week. Statistically, this doesn't add up, but no matter. While Champ has missed far more cuts than he has top 50s, he missed the cut at 4 of his previous 6 events, leading into this one. There are other ways that he doesn't make sense too. If all you watched was ball flights and shot shapes off the tee, you would think he was one of the greatest golfers of all time. He flushes the golf ball. But over the course of his career to date, he's been a one-trick pony, driver only, with little else complementing his one elite skill. Now, here is the one final twist. It's kind of worked. Champ has now won 3 times on the PGA Tour in his first 74 starts. As a professional, more than Tony Finau, Tommy Fleetwood, and Louis Oosthuizen combined. If winning is the goal, then he's made it. Where he goes from here will be fascinating. But we'll find out next week. Now, are you ready for more? I am. Let us now go for... Are you ready? Yes, I are. Let's give you our Olympic report. Let me get you this way. Let's just boom that. Let's go here. And let's go from here to here. And let's go to the Olympics. There's been a lot of bye-byes. Beach volleyball, the first match was canceled due to COVID. Australia's Cambridge withdrew from the Olympics. Who else did? We also had Andy Murray and a couple of Chambeau, the golfer, also a couple of golfers also bow out because of COVID or other reasonings. I mean, this was just wild, bizarre even. Let's go for the late. Is this the latest one we got? Nope, that's not the latest one. We want the latest. Let's see. Obviously, old news. Ledecky. Katie Ledecky fell to Adrian Titmus in the 400-meter swimming, women's swimming event. She won silver. Speaking of which, let's go quickly. We pause for a moment. Everybody stay there. We pause for that mini haha moment, which we're about to. Ah, phooey. I hate hybrid.